Our first guest tonight is an Emmy Award-winning actress and comedian who you know from her work on SNL, Bridesmaids, and the Netflix series Big Mouth. She stars in and executive produces Loot, which premieres on Apple TV Plus tomorrow. Please welcome back to the show our good friend Maya Rudolph, everybody.
Maya.
It's so nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Seth Lee.
I know. I know we've talked about it before, but it drove me when we started at SNL. Everybody, a lot of the women on the cast called you Myers.
Yes.
Like Myers, which is my last name, and I thought was very rude.
Yeah. I mean, I did have seniority, so I feel like it's okay.
You did have seniority. I should have legally changed my last name.
I think you should have. It was a sign.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Last time you were here, we were talking about your 4 beautiful children.
Yes.
And how much they were engaging with your work. Have they seen more of your work? Are they more familiar with your output at this point?
I mean, I still don't think anyone wants to watch Big Mouth because of me.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I think it's gross to hear your mom talk about boners.
Yep. I think that's an age old.
That's a boner deterrent.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I know how I won't get my kids to think about boners. I'll be a hormone monster. Yeah, so they don't.
Do they watch old SNLs? Do they?
They do, actually.
Okay, that's
actually,
good.
you know what? What was the one that I just showed Pearl the other day? It was, I think she was shocked. It was like a true early 2000s host. Like, wait, you knew that person? It's like, yeah. Yeah, I was alive in 2002. It was pretty cool.
I've had it backfire me with my kids where, like, my kids met Wig, Kristen Wiig, and then you knew which one I was talking about.
I think I was getting her confused with the Cleveland wig we know. There's so many wigs.
With the double I's.
With the double.
Yeah, that too. That very common spelling with 2 I's next to each other. But she played, they met her and they liked her, and I was like, oh, you have to watch this. And she played like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade float that was like really scary. And I showed it to them, and then they're like, we don't want to see her anymore.
They're like,
we don't want to see that lady. Yeah, we didn't realize what a bad vibe she was.
That's your friend?
Yeah.
Great friends, Dad.
Are your kids as musically talented as you are?
I think they have the gift of music and they don't realize how great they are. Mm-hmm. So they kind of keep it to themselves. But yes, I force them all to play, to have like piano lessons.
Do you want them, anything
to start a band? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Would that be the dream?
I have 4 kids, so like during COVID, I was like, guys, it would be great if you played those drums. Or like, I mean, there's a piano, a bass, a guitar, and an amp in here. Who knew?
Do you think you'd be a really good band mom? Would you be like in the wings watching your family band?
I'd probably be like, what's that Goldie Hawn, Susan Sarandon movie? I'd be like,
oh. Gosh, I don't know.
They're both wearing leather jackets.
Oh yeah, now I know.
And like ripped T-shirts, but they're like in their late 40s. Like, I'd be embarrassing.
Oh, that's good. Well, then I also want it to happen.
I would really like that.
Yeah.
Just to be like a groupie, like, those are my kids. They rock. I'm just like, no bra.
They're like, wait, your mom is the one without a bra and the hormone monster?
Your mom hit on me at Craft Services.
They now all your kids were in Licorice Pizza.
Yeah.
As were you.
How
was that? Yeah.
That was actually a magical thing because COVID happened, lockdown happened, and then Paul was told, like, okay, you can shoot now, but my kids were not allowed to go back to school, so we were doing Zoom school, and it was a scary time, and no one was vaccinated, and it provided this amazing experience where my kids, their friends' parents, my nanny, we were all in it. And so we were all around, and so we had like a little world, like we were living in the 1970s in the San Fernando Valley for like 3 months. It was beautiful.
That's great. How did they take to being directed by their father?
I think it's helped.
Oh.
No, they loved it. It only made the worship of their father stronger.
Oh,
They
that's
just
really
think
cool.
They just think he's such a stud and a cool
You
guy.
also filmed Disenchanted.
Yes.
This is you and Amy Adams. You seem to be, there seemed to be like a slightly eviler vibe to what you're doing here.
Yeah, this is like the meat and potatoes of character actors. Like, you want to be the evil villain in a Disney movie. It's like everything you could possibly.
Yeah.
It's drag. I'm doing drag. And it was so fun. It was so much fun. I had long nails and I got to be nasty and I got to sing and dance and wear really tight corsets and beautiful gowns. And Amy Adams is
So lovely.
she's the greatest. Plus, she's already a magical human being. And then as Giselle, it was real. Like, it was like a true princess come to life. But it was so funny because like everything about her is so beautiful. It's like hanging out with Cinderella. And so everything about her was like this beautiful white carriage and her horses, and they were so lovely. And I realized I had a carriage too. I had a black carriage, and I had these big, beefy, like black horses. And her horses, my horses peed a lot.
Yeah.
And her horses never peed, and we realized, oh, those are female horses. Mine were male.
Uh-huh.
They had the biggest I've ever seen. And at one point, I have to get out of the carriage and talk to her and greet her, and she goes to curtsy in front of me. And it sounded like someone threw a bucket of water on the ground. And I tried not to look because it was right behind me, and it was going on for a while. I'm like, how many buckets are they? Like, don't they know we're rolling? And we kept going, and then I looked back, and I saw some people like doing like kind of church laughing in front of like facing me. The horse was still pissing. It peed for so long. Have you ever seen a horse pee?
I don't think at this level, no.
Wow. Maybe it's because it was an Irish horse. It was very healthy.
Yeah, very healthy. I hope they keep that in. I know that's
I
not
think
very
they
Disney,
will.
but I hope
It's
they keep that.
It sounds like a Disney thing, right?
We'll be right back with more from Maya Rudolph, everybody.